We're out in Deltona today with head coach Vernon Johnson. Coach, you've got, you guys have pumped out linebackers kind of left and right the last few years, and this group here with Bobby Cotton, Vernon Moy, and what would have been Latrell Faison, obviously on paper looked really good. How does the dynamic change with Latrell being out as long as he's going to be out?
It changes a lot, man. I mean, luckily we do have, a kid that's been playing for us a while with Nate, but I mean, let's face it, Latrell was pretty much the heart and soul of this defense. I mean, we're gonna have to make some adjustments, and the first game will tell what we got to do.
In what ways would you define him as the heart and soul of your defense?
I mean, just for his leadership ability. I mean, he outworks everyone. I mean, he knows every call. I mean, for us, he's huge, man. He was huge on defense for us. I mean, now we got to break guys into making calls, guys into getting other guys lined up properly. So that's gonna hurt a lot.
What about the outside guys? Does that add more pressure to them?
Yeah, but those guys can handle their own, man. Those guys are studs, man. Our outside guys are two studs. I mean, it just hurts us, up front and right in the middle of that defense.
How about the pairing of Vernon and Bobby? They played it a bit together last year. Vernon came on at the end of the year. How do those guys work off of one another?
I mean, they work off each other really good. I think it's a competition between both of them, man. And I think they really push each other. I know, like, Vern's one of those guys who have a relentless motor. I mean, like, he is continuously going, man. I mean, you see him every dang on where. So, when we're sitting there watching film, he's everywhere. And sometimes you see Bobby, kind of lagging around. That lets the coach and the other guys go in his ass. So now, Vern's pushing him in different ways, so it's kind of competition now, especially between those two. They're trying to see who's going to have the most sacks or who's going to have the most tackles this year.
What about offensively? I know you're excited about your line with a bunch of returners back.
Oh, yeah.
You have a kid in Isaiah Gordon, a freshman that's been pretty touted around here, and you've got Dylan Torres, who threw for over 1,200 yards last year. It seems like there's a lot of balance.
I think offense is going to probably have to carry us early in the year till our defense catches up and, makes up for Latrell being out. But it's not only Isaiah, man. We got Josh, man. Josh is a stud himself, man. He transferred over from university, man. But he's a stud himself, man. And we're talking about two guys, but our leading rusher coming back is Jameis. I mean, on paper he's the leading rusher coming back. And he's not even healthy yet. When he gets healthy, like, our backfield could be scary, man. They could be very, very scary, especially with Gio holding his own, that fullback H-back spot. It can be very special. It can be very, very special.